Welcome everyone. Today I am going to show you how to make taco puffs. You're going to need some ground beef and you're going to want to cook it until it's brown, like so. And you're going to want to cook that on a medium, and I prefer to use accent, some ground cumin, some seasoning salt, and the Mexican seasoning. You can use anything that you like. These are just some of the items that I like to use when I make this recipe here. With your pie crust, you're going to want to keep that out to room temperature. You can do that for the morning or a couple of hours. They just need to be room temperature before you use them. You can use any cheese, and make sure you preheat your oven to 425, or as the directions on the crust have you do. And you're going to want to use some egg whites along with these utensils here. And I froze my ground beef. Not really froze it, but just something to cool it down. And I cut up my Kobe Jack cheese into these squares. And there's my pie crust after it's been at room temperature. I cut them into squares and I start to add my ingredients. The ground beef first, followed by the salsa, and then the cheese squares. Okay, so after you get everything out on the table and everything is, you've got your crust cut, everything on the tops of them, you're going to want to go ahead and get your egg white slightly beaten. You don't want to overbeat it. You just kind of want it right before it gets too foamy. Even if it is foamy, it's still fine. You're just going to want to coat the perimeter of the pie crust there, and this is just so it sticks better once you go to close them off. It kind of helps to seal it. And so after you've coated all of them like so, you're going to fold them into a triangle. I'm just kind of going about it this way to try to keep the contents from falling out of the crust. So I'm pretty much folding all four of them over, and one crust makes four. And you're going to after you get them folded over, you're going to want to take a fork, doesn't matter what size, just a nice fork or anything that you like to use to seal things off, and you're going to pinch, excuse my hands there, you're going to pinch the ends closed with your fork. You can use your fingers if you like. I personally prefer a fork over any other method. Of course, I haven't really tried anything else other than my fingers, and that didn't work out too well. So again, you're just going to close them off with the fork like you see here. Try to make sure that you're not going to puncture the crust. And once you do that, I like to take my cheese knife and I like to puncture the tops of it just like you would if you were to bake a pastry or a pie. After I puncture the top of it, I then take the egg white and my brush, and I like to coat the top of my taco puffs with the egg whites. And once you coat it, um, all four of them, or however many you decide to do at a time, you can then sprinkle the top with some salt. You don't want to put too much, but you know, just enough on there. However much I guess you feel is okay, and that's how they're gonna look as soon as you're finished. And we're just gonna pop them in the oven for about 24 to 25 minutes, or until they are golden brown. And that's what they're gonna look like. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and please make sure to comment and subscribe and like and share the video.